Hello and welcome to an introduction to essential oils. And this intro class is inspired by nature's bounty. So, the absolute abundance of Mother Nature that's all around us. And this quote by Rudolf Steiner really just sums up everything that is inspiring me about essential oils and exploring these beautiful gifts from Mother Nature. The quote says, "For every human illness, somewhere in the world, there exists a plant which is the cure." I believe that there's a healing potential locked inside plants, which is integral with their evolution, just as it is a part of human evolution to learn to tap this wonderful gift of nature. And so, in this intro to essential oils class, we'll be discussing Eastern versus Western medicine. What are essential oils? What are these beautiful, beautiful medicines that we're using? 3 ways to use them. Daily oils that I use and am really inspired by. Why quality matters and how to get these oils into your home. So, first up, Eastern versus Western medicine. In the East, the medicine is made from plants. So, all over this beautiful world, there's so many medicinal plants, and Eastern medicine just takes these plants and uses them as actual medicines. And something really beautiful that the sister science of yoga called Ayurveda tells us is that anything that we take in through our senses is medicine, right? So anything that we touch, taste, smell, feel, and plants, these plants, the essences of the plants make up so much of that, so much medicine. And Eastern medicine, it treats the root cause. So it's not symptom based, where if I have a headache, chronic headaches, if I'm suffering from headaches, in Eastern medicine, we'll actually look at why I'm getting the headaches versus how to stop the headaches from happening by treating only the headaches. We'll look at the cause of them. So looking at lifestyle, looking at different just things that I'm putting into my body, the things, people that I'm around, the sounds that I'm hearing, the things that I'm smelling, all of that stuff. And then there's side benefits in Eastern medicine. In other words, if I say, oh gosh, if I've got a blemish on my face, if I have a pimple, or if I have razor burn or something like that, and I take something like tea tree oil, Melaleuca tea tree oil, if I use that and dilute it with a little bit of coconut oil or lotion and apply that to my face, apply that to the blemish, I'm treating the actual blemish on my face, but then I'm getting all of the other side benefits that come with using tea tree oil. So tea tree oil, one of the beautiful, beautiful medicinal properties of tea tree oil is that it helps us expel negativity from around us. It helps us actually cultivate healthy boundaries. It helps us really get rid of anything that is codependent or negative, or anything that's really chaining us to something that's not serving us. So just by treating maybe that blemish, just by taking some tea tree oil, mixing it with whatever I may be mixing it with and putting it on my face or putting it on a razor burn, I'm treating that, but then I'm also getting all these beautiful energetic benefits from it as well. And Western medicine, when we take a look at Western medicine, medicine in the West is made from isolated synthetic agents. In other words, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It pulls different things from different places to create a specific medicine. And then we take that medicine, which is extremely helpful if I have something going on and I need like a quick medicine to clear up an infection or something like that. And in the West, we have this beautiful ability to go to a doctor, get treated, and then have everything sorted out just like that. But it's isolated, it's from all different places. Western medicine is symptom based. So, again, if I go to a doctor and in the West and I've got headaches, I'll probably get some pills to treat that headache. I'm not going to get any kind of advice or any kind of medicine to prevent the headaches from actually happening. And then there's also side effects. If you've ever been on an antibiotic, you might have had some kind of side effects where your tummy is upset, or there's just irregular things that happen in the body when we treat one thing, then it'll just have an effect on the other parts of our body. So there are side effects. And what are essential oils? Essential oils are extracted, volatile, aromatic compounds that are found in the leaves, flowers, bark, stems, roots, resins, and the peels of citrus fruits. And so volatile means that it changes easily, right? If I take an oil right out of the bottle and I just put it on my skin, it evaporates really easily, right? And the pretty beautiful thing about essential oils too is that they're actually the secondary metabolite of the plants. So they protect the plant. The plant doesn't need them to stay alive, but they protect the plant. So if we actually take something like tea tree, Melaleuca, the tea tree is found in Australia, and the tea tree grows in these really swampy, kind of murky places. So if you think about swamps and you think about the dampness and the murkiness that comes with swamps, there's probably mold and just that still grossness, right? That causes all different kinds of bacteria to form. So the tea tree, if it's growing in this environment and it's growing well, it actually produces all of these antiviral, antibacterial properties that allow it to grow and flourish and really be in its purest, most amazing, strong form. So when we're taking something like tea tree oil, we're taking all those beautiful properties, those antiseptic, antibacterial properties that it uses to protect itself. We take on those properties, and then we're able to fight off infection and have all this really beautiful, these beautiful elements that come with the elements of tea tree itself. And so there's 3 ways to use essential oils. The first one, which is one that you may be pretty familiar with, is aromatically, right? We smell them. We open up the bottle and then we actually are able to inhale and smell. And what's so powerful about our sense of smell is that the sense of smell, when we breathe something in, it goes directly to the limbic system in our brain. And the limbic system is the control center for storing emotions. And actually, even if we have a really sweet memory about something, and maybe I don't know, we were in a lavender field at some point in our life, and we were having a beautiful time there, and the smell of lavender was coming up. When we smell lavender again in our life, it'll take us back to that time when we were really happy. On another end of that, the sense of smell too, really, it's the quickest and almost easiest way to reap the benefits of essential oils, right? So you think about when you go into the hospital for a procedure and you need to get put to sleep, you get that thing that's put over your nose to inhale, right? You end up breathing in the gases that go directly to the parts of the brain that tell your brain to shut down, to go to sleep. So you don't get an injection or anything like that because it takes longer. We get that mask put directly over our nose and we're inhaling it. And through that inhalation, all of these things are getting sent into all the receptors in our brain. So when we inhale an essential oil, we're taking all the benefits, all the beneficial properties of the oil directly into our brain in that way. So it has the ability, these oils have the ability to quickly change our mood, elevate our mood, move us out of a funk, all those beautiful things. The second way to use essential oils is topically. So when we take an oil, we put it on our body. We, most of the time, especially if we're putting this on pets or children, and anytime that we use an oil for the first time on ourselves, we want to dilute it. So if you have a specific oil, if you're familiar with using carrier oils and you have a carrier oil that you like to use, you'll put it in that. A few things that I like to use are fractionated coconut oil. So that's coconut oil with the fat actually taken out. And it's less slippery, it's less greasy. I also really love using sesame oil. In Ayurveda, sesame oils are really therapeutic, healing oils to be putting on our skin. And when we put these oils into a carrier oil, it has the ability to keep continuously releasing these oils into our system. So we're not necessarily we're diluting the oil in a way where it won't burn our skin if it's really hot oil, but we're not diluting it in a way where we're diluting the effects of it. We're actually, when we put it into carrier oil, we're enhancing the benefits of it. And when we put something on our skin's our biggest organ, right? So when we put something on our skin, it takes about between 20 to 30 minutes for that medicine to move through our skin into our bloodstream and then into our organs. So when we work with certain oils that are beneficial to something like our kidneys, our liver, all of that, and we apply them topically, they move into our body directly in that way. And it's really such a beneficial way to get all these medicines into our system. And then the third way is internally. So we'll talk about quality in a moment, but when we are taking an essential oil internally, we do want to make sure that it is of the best quality. So you wouldn't take an oil that you just found off a discount shelf or something like that at a store and just trust that and put that in your body. We want to make sure that the quality is key when we talk about taking these things internally. But once you've checked the quality of the oil and you know you're working with a trusted source, you can either put the oils in a veggie cap. So you open up it's like just a blank cap, a capsule, and you could put a few drops of the oil in there and then take that internally that way. There's many oils too that we can place underneath our tongue. And through the internal way, we're actually taking these medicines in through our mouth and into our system, ingesting them. So I have a series of daily oils that I like to use on a pretty regular basis. There's a lot of oils that I use regularly every single day. And then there's other oils that I have in my toolkit and in my medicine cabinet that I pull out here and there when I need them. And I'm always happy that I've got them on hand. So the first one is our tea tree oil, right? And I'll talk about all of these briefly. And if you do choose to experience these oils in a deeper way, I have an offering too that I can send over to you that really dives deeper into these oils and takes you on a journey through each oil that's listed here. And you'll learn how to use them, what their beneficial properties are, what they enhance, what they help in terms of what may be depleted in your body, different recipes, and you'll also learn how each of them are sourced. But briefly here, tea tree oil. So tea tree it's an amazing antiseptic. It's also an oil of setting boundaries. It's an oil that clears out negative ties that we might have with either certain people or certain situations with ourselves. There's frankincense. Frankincense it's referred to as the king of essential oils. It is an oil that's been used for years and years and years, right? We've seen frankincense being used in the Bible, even dating back to ancient Egypt. The Egyptians used frankincense so much for just rituals and even for beauty products, right? Because frankincense is one of the most amazing oils to use on the skin to make a really sweet cream or face oil with frankincense. And it's one of the top oils for meditation. I actually like to put a little drop of frankincense oil on the crown of my head. When we put an oil onto the crown of the head, it really starts to seep into the brain, to all the tissues, and all the benefits and everything of the oil go directly into our brain and all the things that our head needs sometimes when we maybe want to meditate or pray. Lemon oil. So lemon oil is actually taken from the rind of the lemon. So it's taken from the peels. If you're sensitive to lemon, if lemon's sometimes a bit too acidic for you, lemon oil is a really good alternative. I put lemon oil in my water, in my hot or warm water every single morning. It's a really beautiful way to start the day to just flush out the system. And it also helps remove excess estrogen from the body. So lemon, so many beautiful healing qualities of lemon. Lavender. Lavender may be an oil that you've used before, that you've heard of. It's a pretty popular oil, but lavender is it's got so many benefits. Gosh, from skincare, it's another one that I'll mix in with face oils or facial spray to use with frankincense to really help my skin stay pure and clean and to help fight off blemishes. It's also really beautiful beautiful, beautiful oil if you're experiencing sunburn, if you have sunburn, or if you just burnt yourself on something. If you've ever had that experience where, I don't know, you burn yourself on the oven or you touch a light bulb or something like that, lavender has a way of just cooling us down immediately. Oregano oil. Oregano is an essential oil that you may not think you'd be using too often, but it is a really, really beautiful, beautiful oil to work on heating ourselves. I like to mix oregano oil with a carrier oil and rub it on my feet in the winter. It's super duper warming. It's super duper also protective too. It's a really beautiful, beautiful oil to even use as a veggie. You could put some of it in a veggie cap, or if you, it's strong. So if you don't mind the taste of it, you could even put a few drops in a glass of water and drink the water. But it is quite strong. So you might use the veggie cap for this one. It's very antiviral, antibacterial. So if you need a boost in your immune system, you can take it internally. You can also put it on your feet, not just to warm the feet up, but our feet actually have the biggest pores in our body. So whenever we put something on our feet, it goes directly into our system. It's kind of like the control center of our whole system. And then peppermint. Peppermint is, it's very cooling. It's also it's an essential oil that will snap us right out of a really dark place if we're in one. So if we're going through something that's heavy, peppermint oil will help us. It's also an oil that if we're kind of treading on like in like the shallow end of something and we're waiting to dive back into a project we were working on or a difficult situation that we've got to get to, peppermint is kind of like the friend that grabs our hand and takes us into it. And peppermint too is really actually peppermint, lemon, and lavender. If you're experiencing allergies, if you get seasonal allergies, taking just one or two drops of these three oils, putting them in a glass of warm water, and then adding, if you take honey, if you can eat honey, just about a teaspoon of local honey and stir it around. That tonic is really medicinal if you're experiencing any kind of seasonal allergies or anything like that. And then there's some blends. So some of the blends that we have are, there's a deep blue blend, which is all the way to the left of the screen here. Some of the main ingredients in that are wintergreen, camphor, peppermint. That's kind of, not kind of, that actually is the holistic and natural alternative to something like an icy hot. So putting that on our muscles, on our joints before we work out, or when we're having some kind of issue that really involves sore muscles or needing to just feel some kind of relief, right? And then there's a blend for our digestion. It has some of the main ingredients there are peppermint, coriander, ginger. And that's something that we can rub on our belly. That's a blend that we can rub anywhere with a carrier oil on our belly if we're having some kind of digestive issue. We can also put that in a glass of water, drop it in a glass of water, and have that before or after we eat. And then there's another blend, it's On Guard, which literally can arm us from not only seasonal diseases, seasonal viruses, but it also can guard us against any kind of negativity that can come into our being, into our energetic field. And that's a blend of wild orange, clove buds, cinnamon, and eucalyptus, and also rosemary. So that's actually the blend that back in the day when the plague was going on, robbers, people that were going into rob people's homes during this time, they would put this blend of oils into like just onto a piece of cloth or something like that, or even a mask, and they would wear that, go in and pretty much steal whatever they wanted to from the home, and they wouldn't get affected by the viral stuff that was circulating through the air of the home. So yeah, the thieves and robbers of the times use that oil for their benefit, that blend. And then the other blend is our Breathe blend. It has laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, and it is one of the most beautiful, powerful blends for our respiratory system. It's a great blend to inhale if we're dealing with congestion, if we're dealing with also seasonal allergies, if we're feeling like we also have a bit of a chest cold coming on, we could rub it on our chest. And also create a steam with this blend too, where we put a few drops into water, boil it, and then put like a towel over our heads and Inhale that. Quality. So when it comes to quality, we want to make sure that these oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. With doTERRA oils, which is the oil company that I get all of my oils from, and it's the company that I trust the most just because they're really open and honest about where they source their oils, how they get their oils. There's When it comes to essential oils, there's no regulation for essential oils. So if you go to that discount store, look up on the shelf, pull out a lavender oil, and it says that it's organic, that means absolutely nothing. There's no way to regulate essential oils. So, and also it's about 98% of oils are polluted or adulterated in some way. So they either have synthetic fillers or they're chemicals created in a lab that created the scent of lavender. So those are things that we do not want to ingest. We don't want to take those into our body. And this beautiful source that I source all of my essential oils from, the oils get tested 3 times. They go through deep quality testing, and I'll include links to in this that will also beneath this video too, that will take you directly to videos and just some information on how the oils are tested, how they're sourced, and how just really beautiful the quality of these oils truly is. So also, with sourcing the oils too, going back to tea tree, I talked a bit about where tea trees grow. So when you get tea tree from Australia, that tree grows in those conditions. So when we get the oil that's extracted from that specific tree, from that environment, the antiviral, antibacterial properties that are in it are so much stronger than, say, a place in America that maybe has an indoor greenhouse that's growing tea tree in that way. So the qualities are not the same if they're not being sourced directly from the place that they're native to. And so getting your oils, if you are inspired to get these oils in your home, I'll include links again, just right under this video, wherever you've gotten this video from, there'll be a link directly taking you to a page on my website that will link you to a direct link on how to get all these oils. So if you do decide to purchase these oils, there's a one-time membership fee of $35. You can actually get a starter kit, and that fee will be waived. So you won't have to pay the $35 if you get a starter kit. I suggest the Healthy Start Kit. And again, I'll put a link to all of this beneath this video. The Healthy Start Kit it includes all 10 of the oils that I just spoke about. And then also when you do purchase a starter kit, when you get a kit, you'll get access to a full-on essential wellness journey online journey that I've created that I'll give you a direct link to. You'll also, if you choose to take advantage of it, you'll have a consultation with me. I'll give you a consultation. So once you purchase the kit, I'll contact you right after that. And then once you get your kit, we'll go through ways to use all the things that come in the kit. And also, if you are experiencing any specific issues, problems, health concerns, anything like that, in our consultation, we'll talk about all of that. And then we'll talk about how to use the kit that you get to address your problems, your issues, anything that you might be wanting to use the oils for. And if you don't have any problems or issues, great. I'll still send you that Essential Wellness Journey link. Again, that's all an online platform on how to go through all of the oils that are in the Healthy Start Kit and how to use them in your everyday life. And there'll be recipes and just beautiful, beautiful concoctions and ways to create cleaners and different smoothies and just different face products and skincare products as well. And then, so if you do choose to do that, you'll follow the links, you'll choose a kit. If you choose to do that, you'll enter your information. And then if you're not too sure where you want to go from here, you'll become a wholesale customer. So you'll choose wholesale customer. And when you do choose that, that also will give you a discount, a really beautiful discount on all of their products, all of the oils that you purchase. So you'll get everything at wholesale should you choose to keep using these products. And then on the other option is the wellness advocate option. If you're interested in doing what I'm doing and sharing these beautiful plant essences with your friends, with your clients, there's an option for that. And if you're interested in that, just get in touch with me directly and we'll talk about that. So the main mission of with myself and even with doTERRA products is creating a healer or empowering a healer in every home. We have these beautiful plant medicines, we have access to them, we have the ability to learn so much about these medicines, so much about these plants, and use them in our home, use them every time that we have a tickle in our throat, every time we have a rash, every time we have some kind of digestive issue. These plant medicines give us the opportunity to really use Mother Nature as a way to help heal ourselves and heal the people that are in our lives. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching this, for listening to this, and definitely check out the links that are provided beneath this video. If you found this video on any website offering that I have offered it up on, if you have any questions about anything, just contact me directly, and I hope to hear from you soon. Be well. Thank you.